Here's the thing. I think it would have been terrible. Not the portrayal, not the role, not the movie, but in the essence of like we spawned a whole universe around Robert Downey Jr.'s portrayal of Iron Man. Like the whole Marvel universe was born out of that movie. And I don't think that's the same case if it was Tom Cruise. Could have been a great
No,
movie. I just don't think it spawns the same kind of universe that
no,
was
I
built
don't
around
think it.
Robert Jr.
No, and honestly, like, I don't think Tom Cruise is that good an actor anymore. I really don't. I think there's so much more talent that's out there. Like, I really
Debatable,
do.
sure. I mean,
I
it's
mean,
it's debatable, sure.
he and some of the like the stunt stuff he does and some of the other stuff he does is fantastic. I'm a fan. I'm not saying I don't like Tom Cruise as a person, or maybe I do. I don't know him as a person. I
I'm
guess
pretty sure you're saying that.
probably pretty sure about it. But what I'm saying is, for that role, I cannot imagine a world like his type of acting and his whatever. It's just been so successful with Robert Downey Jr. at the helm. I
Yep.
could not imagine it being. I just in my mind, I think Mission Impossible slash Iron Man had a baby, and it just would be like so eccentric and dumb you wouldn't want to see it.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I like that. But all right, well,
I don't know if
folks,
our video actually ended. Mine says live video interrupted. Is that just me, or did we
awesome.
lose Facebook?
Awesome. It could be. It could be very bad. Either way.
Either
Either
way, it's time to
way.
wrap things up.
It's time to call it a night. Folks,
It is.
we've kept you far long enough. We will stop putting the beating on you. Guys, hope you got an awesome time and apparently there's a new Facebook browser as well. Somebody just messaged me. They're like, "Ooh, I like the new Facebook browser."
It is. I
Random.
don't.
Uh,
Sorry about it.
guys, thanks for tuning in to another great episode of Pop Culture Warrior. I'm going to leave it on this. I have super cool news. I have super cool news that we can finally, now at the end of this show, we can finally say this to all three people that are probably still listening.
We got podcast, baby. Podcast tomorrow.
And the podcast listeners.
If Facebook did indeed crash, this is Facebook or this is podcast exclusive content.
Podcast
Thank you for hanging around for
exclusive.
podcast.
Next week's episode, we have a member of he's MCU royalty. He's MCU royalty. Don't act surprised. Don't.
Well, I'm trying, dude. I'm
You're
so
being the
stoked.
audience.
I'm like physically.
To not bury the lead, guys. We have from Iron Man, from Thor, from the Avengers, from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. You probably figured it out by now. Agent Coulson himself, Clark Gregg, will be joining us next week. I am so excited. I am beyond thrilled. This is going to be like I'm gonna have to take a bunch of Xanax or something before the interview so I don't just explode.
It's a horrible. Don't do that. Don't explode and don't take a shit on his Xanax because you're all fucked up. Great. We finally
So,
get
so
somebody.
Clark, tell me about movies.
Were you in like movies and stuff?
But yeah, guys, please
All right.
spread the word. Let people know. Don't miss it. Mark it on your calendar. Next week, 9 p.m. for the interview, 8 p.m. for the show. Clark Gregg, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., hashtag MCU up in this bitch. I'm super pumped, super excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. I already have a shit ton of questions I want to ask him, but
I
definitely.
got one question I'm going to ask him right now.
What's that?
Why is an AT&T chick in the fucking She-Hulk? What's up?
I'm sure he'll weigh in on that. I'm sure he'd love to weigh in on Tits McGee and why she didn't get she didn't get the She-Hulk role. So I'm probably even this week I'm gonna put it out there where like, hey man, at me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Like if you got questions for Mr. Gregg for Agent Coulson himself, I'll add it to the list. Can't promise they're gonna get answered, but you know, the top questions I will throw them in the bag and mix them up and use them. And this is gonna be fun, man. This is gonna be a fun show. I will not be taking callers, so don't bother calling in. But yeah, this is gonna be a super cool interview, and I'm really excited to do it. So that's next week. Yeah, Any last words of encouragement, sir?
No, I'm good, man.
All
I'm
right.
happy.
Then
Super
then
stoked.
then do your bit, Mr. Radar.
Oh yeah, the bit. So you have been listening to CQ and Tits McGee on Pop Culture Warrior on Tuesdays. Tomorrow night, Wednesday night is a Donza Day, day of no scheduled activities. And then Thursday, hear me out here. Ice, Spanky, Sorenstein. We're talking about all things active duty, National Guard, Reserve, all the good stuff. Talking about all the new changes and regulations and all that bullshit. They got you covered. Hey, Sorens, you need to listen to that. Friday night freedom with cause. Bringing back the old school bullshit. It'll be fun. Friday night freedom, Friday nights. Makes sense. Saturday night, Sunday night, both dawns of days. Days of no scheduled activities. We will be off work. It's weekend, son. Weekend. Ain't doing it. Monday night, got the Monday edition. Ice, Flash, politics is coming up. The election is coming, son. It's coming soon. If you have not yet registered to vote, it behoove you to do so. Educate yourself on the candidates. They will help you do that. Okay. And we're talking about some other stuff. You know, it is Monday. Got some shit from the weekend. They got to sort out. It's all good. Tuesday night, no politics, no politics, no big titty AT&T girl. It's Pop Culture Warrior, CQ and Radar back here on Tuesdays.
Don't
What's
make
up?
promises. You never know. You know,
Hey,
she might hear about this and want to come on and defend herself. You don't know.
defend herself. Probably she'd be like, I probably don't even want to be She-Hulk. Well, fine. I'm just trying to help.
I didn't even want to
How
be
about it?
She-Hulk.
You know what though? I talk a lot of shit. You know what? She's not near as hot as my wife is. So I don't know what's up.
There you go. I'm sure she'll want to
I mean,
talk
my
about
wife
that as
is
well.
She-Hulk. She's a blonde though, not a brunette. Sorry about it.
All right, guys. Hey, as always, it's been a pleasure. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Pop Culture Warrior. We'll be back. This is CQ. That's Radar. And we'll see you guys next week. Shots. Be good to each other.
Mm.